The Sena UBT has questioned the government, claiming as to why the centre is silent on this particular breach, and even more so because the matter pertains to national security. Those are the questions being asked by the Uddhav Thackeray faction of the Sena. Let me go across to my colleague Aditi, who will take us through that response coming from UBT Sena. Yes, Aditi.
Well, Siddharth, the opposition is only asking for one thing now, and that is the statement of the Home Minister inside the Sansad where the breach happened. And UBT is gunning for the Home Minister, saying Home Minister speaks of bringing POK and Aksai Chin, but won't gather enough courage to speak about the lapses in Parliament security. He's giving interviews to TV channels on this issue, but won't speak in the Parliament. Who is demeaning the dignity of the Parliament? The need for debate shouldn't be just opposition's demand, but also Treasury benches, since it is about national security.
All right. Thanks a lot, Aditi, for taking us through that fairly critical comment coming from the UBT Sena. Let me go across to Mohit for more on this. Mohit, the opposition appears to be speaking now in one voice, at least the constituents of the India bloc, questioning the government over its silence on the matter, what they describe as its silence, and once again reiterated a demand that Amit Shah should address the House.
As I was saying earlier, the opposition demands a statement from DHM. The opposition also is saying now that why no action has been taken against Pratap Simha, whose pass was used by these two accused persons to get inside the parliament. So they say that on one hand, the investigation is going on, but on the other hand, they want a statement to be made by the Home Minister on the floor of House. While the government says that yes, they are ready for discussion, Home Minister will surely speak, but they are waiting for the committee's report to come because they want to make a statement so that in future such incidents.
Well, we have Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament Priyanka Chaturvedi joining us. Good afternoon to you, ma'am. The opposition, of course, speaking in one voice, demanding that the Home Minister come and speak on the floor of the House to explain what happened, and also demanding action against Mr. Pratap Simha.
So, don't you think not just the opposition but the entire country would want to hear from the Home Minister as to what went wrong in terms of security lapses? Don't you think even the Treasury benches should say, and their members of Parliament should say that yes, we are willing to stand up and explain what went wrong with the security in the Parliament? Isn't this a government which speaks about bringing POK and Aksai Chin, but is now running away from a basic responsibility of answering questions as to how this breach happened? Now, a member of Parliament gives authority to these students or whatever you call them, these people who've been arrested, who breached the security. He gives them the letter to be able to get a visitor's pass. Shouldn't action be taken upon him? And how could he be so careless about handing over a letter for their visit without doing any kind of verification of their credentials?
Ma'am, what the government has been saying is that the Lok Sabha Secretariat, including the Speaker, Mr. Om Birla, is seized of the matter. They've already ordered a probe, and based on the progress that is made by the Delhi police, among others who are investigating this matter, information will be provided. Clearly, that's something that's not a satisfactory explanation as far as the opposition is concerned, ma'am. Why
are you only pinning it on the opposition? Tell me something. If tomorrow India goes at war with some other nation, would they brush off their responsibility and say the Indian Army General will answer the questions? It comes under his domain. So is the Home Minister absolving himself of all responsibilities towards the Parliament? Is the Prime Minister of India absolving himself from all responsibilities of the Parliament? What times are we living in? That we are not questioning the government and you continue to say opposition, opposition. Wouldn't the country want to know what went wrong?
Absolutely. The government owes an explanation. Ma'am, what's the nature of the action that you're now demanding against Mr. Pratap Simha, who's yet to make a public statement about this?
Before Pratap Simha, I think we need the Home Minister to come forward and answer to the Parliament. We have seen him on television channels talking about the Parliament security breach. Yesterday he was speaking about it from outside of the Parliament on a television show. What stops him from coming to the Parliament and giving the same reasons or whatever he finds are the reasons behind this breach? And shouldn't the Bharatiya Janata Party president, Shri JP Nadda, take action against his own MP?
We'll wait and see what the government has to say. Many thanks, Priyanka Chaturvedi ji, for speaking to Times Now. Let me go across to my colleague, Priyank, as well, who's outside the Patiala House Court. Priyank, of course, the opposition has been demanding action against Mr. Pratap Simha, also demanding that the Home Minister come and address the Parliament. But take us through the progress that's been made so far in the investigations, including, of course, following the arrest of Lalit Jha yesterday.
Yes, Siddharth, we were trying to get in touch with the senior officials of Delhi Police Special Cell, and finally they have responded. And what we have got to know, that Lalit was not the main mastermind of this particular incident, but there could be someone who was behind recruitment of all these individuals. And the task was given to Sharma, who had entered the parliament along with Manoranjan D. So since 2021, since the time the letter which we have already shown it to our viewers, he started getting into the radical side, after which he decided that he had to do something very drastic. And they claim that they were chosen the path of Shahid Bhagat Singh, but forgetting about that, Bhagat Singh fought for the democratic country. He fought for the democracy of the country, not for the anti-establishment. Now the fact of the matter is that since 2021, these suspects started coming close to each other, and during the month of 2022, it was for the first time when all of them met through Facebook. Later to that, very strategically, they were told to come on Signal, so that their chats, their account detail could not be traced by the government of India, because Signal is considered to be a secure app rather than other social networking apps. So through Signal, these accused were talking to each other. What cops have also been telling to Times Network, if you look at the pattern of all these attempts to defame, de-establish the government in picture, they have been a very continuous pattern which can be seen. Like post Gujarat riots, the formation of Indian Mujahideen happened, and then we saw that there were several blasts which happened in the country. Post anti-CA protests which happened in the national capital, there were riots which happened in the northeastern part of the national capital, which was quite clearly seen. And what senior officials are right now analyzing, that whether the failure, the big win of the ruling dispensation in the three states in the recent election could be one of the factors because of which these suspects actually thought about carrying out the attack in the month of December, exactly on the day when the parliament was attacked in the year 2001. So these are the specific questions on the basis of which these accused will be questioned. While talking about the evidence, Siddharth, certainly the accused will be taken to Lucknow, which is a proper, protocol which will be followed to get to know that from which shop they got this these shoes repaired, which was given a cavity space for these accused so that they can take the torchlight inside, the color firework inside the Parliament House. And what police officials are saying, that they were told not to throw these burning sticks towards the member of parliament, because that could have looked like a bomb. They were told to keep it in their hand so that more and more cameras could capture it, knowing the fact that the live telecast of the parliament session do happen. So everything we see, Siddharth, is certainly nothing which could have been planned by a person who was only 9th standard pass. We are talking about Sharma, who's a resident of Lucknow. There is a very big sinister plot which is yet to be unearthed by the Delhi Police Special Cell, for which they have been doing thorough questioning of these suspects. But the electronic investigation is one of the factors.